Welcome back to the Epic History Explorers' channel, where we embark on a journey of profound exploration into the biblical text. In this video, to the literal interpretation, contextualization, and historical secular analysis of biblical narratives, we delve into the gripping account of Jesus' arrest. Our epistemological approach aims to establish a professional framework, distinguishing justified belief from opinion through an in-depth exploration of historical, cultural, and linguistic context. Brace yourselves for a comprehensive examination, including a brief review of Roman law, both substantive and procedural. Setting the stage. Jesus' arrest unfolds slightly after the Last Supper, within the solemn ambiance of the Garden of Gethsemane. While the Gospel accounts share similarities, they present nuanced perspectives. Our focus today transcends English translations as we scrutinize specific words in the original language through exegesis and interlinear textual analysis. The word of interest, cohort. One Greek word captivates our attention: spira, cohort. This term, pivotal in understanding the events, unveils a military dimension to Jesus' arrest. A cohort, constituting the 10th part of a legion, comprised 600 armed men. The presence of such a formidable force raises intriguing questions about the Romans' expectations and their strategic choices in mobilizing this cohort. Tactical considerations. Why deploy a cohort for the arrest of a preacher advocating turning the other cheek? To answer this, we explore the possibility of the Romans anticipating an armed rebellion. We dissect the narrative, discovering a disciple wielding a bladed weapon during the arrest of Simon Peter. This revelation indicates that at least some of Jesus' followers were armed. The tactical choice of deploying a cohort prompts us to question the Romans' anticipation of potential resistance. Anti-Roman propaganda. Delving deeper into the narrative, we uncover the subtle interplay of political machinations. Jesus' opponents attempt to entrap him with a loaded question about paying tribute to Caesar. His deft response dodges the political implication, thwarting their efforts to brand him as an anti-Roman agitator. This cunning maneuver sheds light on the authorities' desperate attempts to find grounds for denouncing Jesus to Roman rulers. The crucifixion, criminals, or rebels? As we fast forward to the crucifixion, we encounter two men accompanying Jesus. Traditional translations label them as thieves or robbers. However, a meticulous examination of the original text in New Testament Greek reveals a subtlety: they're referred to as criminals. This nuanced distinction hints at a potential perspective from the Roman authorities that Jesus and his followers might be viewed as potential rebels or subversive elements. Perspective shift. The connection between also other and to in the original language challenges our perception. Rather than mere criminals, these men may have been viewed as part of a collective individuals associated with Jesus in a way that raised suspicions of sedition. While this doesn't proclaim Jesus as a revolutionary, it implies that the authorities likely condemned him with an accusation of sedition. Cultural and religious dynamics. Moving beyond the political intrigue, we shift our focus to the cultural and religious backdrop of Jesus' time. Understanding the implications of being the Son of God in the classical period is essential. Contrary to modern connotations, in Roman society, the title Son of God had both political and religious dimensions. Politically, it was reserved for the emperor, while religiously, it aligned with the concept of a human being born of a god and a mortal woman. as exemplified by figures like Hercules. Pilate's inquiry, navigating political and religious terrain. Pilate, the Roman governor in Judea during Jesus' trial, posed a pivotal question: "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus' response strategically avoided political entanglements by emphasizing that his kingdom was not of this world. This adept maneuver allowed him to navigate the political terrain without arousing suspicions of sedition. From the Romans' perspective, Jesus' claim to be the Son of God remained non-political, ensuring his innocence in the eyes of the governor. Religious pluralism and Roman perspectives. Examining the Roman viewpoint on religious matters, we explore the dual nature of being the Son of God. Romans were accustomed to the concept of a human born of divine and mortal lineage, similar to Hercules. This cultural perspective sheds light on how Roman authorities might have perceived Jesus' claim to be the Son of God. The religious diversity within the Roman Empire allowed for various beliefs, as long as they didn't pose a threat to political stability. Legal context, weapons, and rebellion. Transitioning to the legal framework, we investigate the Roman laws regarding the possession of weapons. In a province like Judea, where the specter of rebellion loomed, strict laws likely governed the carrying of weapons. Examining historical laws such as the Lex Julia Republica and subsequent regulations during the Principate reveals the Roman stance on citizens and non-citizens carrying weapons. This legal backdrop adds another layer to the suspicion cast upon Jesus' disciples, especially if armed. In this extensive exploration, we've delved into the multifaceted layers of Jesus' arrest, unraveling political, cultural, religious, and legal dimensions. The nuanced translations, historical context, and strategic responses provide a richer understanding of the events that unfolded in Judea. As we conclude this deep dive, we invite you to reflect on the intricate tapestry of influences shaping the narrative. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through the complexities of biblical history.
If you found this video enjoyable, please consider liking and sharing it. Additionally, subscribing to this channel will ensure that you receive more updates in the future. Thank you.